It was a rainy night and we was coming back home from a boys' holiday. We celebrated my friend getting a new job and passing his driving lessons and also his test. It was about 2 o'clock in the morning and my friend said,
You know what, Kieran? I'm getting a bit tired. I think we should find a motel. I'm really getting tired, man.
so we carried on driving and we saw a sign that said motel at the next turning. My friend also said,
Yo, man, there's a motel in the next turn. I think we should go there because I don't know about you, but I'm really feeling tired. We've been driving for a very long time.
so we pulled in. It was very quiet. When we pulled in, I observed it. I said to my friend, it looks a bit run down. Are you sure that this is a good place?
Yeah, I'm sure it's a good place. I mean, it's out in the middle of nowhere, so obviously it's going to be a bit run down, but yeah, it should be good enough.
Okay, well, you go and check us in, and I will go and park the car. So my friend went in, and I parked the car up. I went in expecting to see the receptionist, but instead, my friend was pressing the bell. I said, how long have you been waiting for? Because he looked a bit frustrated. And he said he'd been waiting there for about 10-15 minutes. I was a bit shocked, but I let it slide. All of a sudden, my friend jumped over the counter to find the keys and to find out which rooms were available. And I said, what are you doing? Get over this side. If he comes back, he'll see you. And my friend replied with,
No one's coming, so I'm going to get the key and check us in.
he also found a baseball bat, which he said he was keeping. And my friend just had a smile on his face, got room number 7, and we walked up to the room. I was a bit paranoid, saying that if he comes looking for us, even though there was no cameras, we might be in trouble. My friend opened the door, and the first thing he said when he got in the room, looking at the state of it, was,
Bloody hell, have they ever cleaned up in here?
I said, it's only for one night. Clear the bed. There should be some spare sheets in there. But then I wasn't tired, and neither was my friend, because of the state of the room that we were stopping in. So I said, let's explore this place. It looks a bit run down, something you'd see from a zombie film or a zombie show. So my friend agreed. We walked all the way around. We found a snack machine that was out of order. I was looking to get some snacks, but it was out of order. Me and my friend wasn't very happy. My friend tried hitting it and smashing the glass with a baseball bat, and he got some crisps out, and some chocolate, and another packet of crisps. All from walking back to the room, my friend was saying while he was eating his crisps,
I'm actually not sure about this place, but at least we've got some food now, so we'll just stay here for a couple of hours just to recharge our batteries, then we'll hit the road.
that's good. I thought to myself 6:30 would be a good way to start. All of a sudden, the lights went completely out, and all the rooms started lighting up red, apart from ours. I had a bad feeling about this, so I decided to say to my friend, let's get back in the room. This is a bit freaky. Some fog appeared out of nowhere, and me and my friend was getting really scared. We ran back to the room as fast as possible, and my friend was looking through the window while I was looking for any other weapons that we could have found in the room. After I was looking for a weapon, which I only found 2 bottles of bleach, which was very handy to say the least, this big thick fog appeared out of nowhere. And my friend said to me that he could see fog, but then he saw a figure of a very big man walking through. It looked like he was carrying some kind of hammer, like a sledgehammer. As soon as he got closer and my friend could make out what it was, and what he was carrying, my friend said to me,
Kieran, there's a big guy outside, and I mean a really big guy, with a sledgehammer, and he's heading to our door.
So we decided to hide. I said that I found 2 bottles of bleach and it was in the squirty bottles so I could shoot it at him, which I didn't think it would do any damage, but this was the best I had. My friend hid behind the door and I hid under the bed. As it was getting closer, we heard loud thumps. He was kicking in every door, or what it sounded like. It was all quiet, and then thud. Quiet again, thud. We kind of guessed he was kicking in the doors. He got to our room and looked through the window. Now, I could see most of what he looked like since I peered out of the covers a little bit. I could see my friend behind the door, ready to swing it when he comes in. He stood at the door, growling and grunting, and then he put the door through with his sledgehammer. My friend, I could see, looked at me, and I told him to be quiet by giving him the shush animation. He went into the bathroom looking for us. That's when I quickly told him to move quietly. My friend ran out. I chucked him the keys from under the bed. The big guy turned round and charged right at me. My friend shouted out,
Kieran, he's behind you, quickly run!
I turned around and sprayed the bleach in his eyes. He screamed and screamed and screamed while I was running down the hall. I got to the set of stairs and he was already 3 rooms away from the stairs where I was stood. My friend opened the car and got the car going, and I ran. I quickly got in the car, and he must have been about 5 steps behind me, because I didn't have time to shut the door. My friend just put the foot down and drove off. I told him that he hasn't passed his test yet, and I don't really like the idea of driving my car, but in this life and death situation, it doesn't really matter who's driving. The big guy was screaming, shouting. He wasn't speaking any English whatsoever. We quickly got out of the motel and back on the main road. We didn't get very far because there was a barricade of people stood there with pitchforks, baseball bats, and I think one of them had a shotgun. My friend was behind the wheel. My instinct was to first say, just drive straight through them. But when my friend noticed the shotgun, he said,
Time to slap this in reverse.
So he put it in reverse and we drove. The big guy was coming out chasing us. My friend said that I'm going to have to swerve him, and we did. We swerved round him. He caught the back of the car and spun us round a little bit, but we managed to regain control of the car. We were driving for what seems like hours, but when I looked at the clock, it was only been 15 to 20 minutes. My friend said to me,
Mate, we need to get away from this motel, but wherever we go, there's always people trying to get us. What is going on?
we made a decision, even though we had a 3-hour drive journey to get back to our hometown, we just decided to take it in turns. I told him that I will have a bit of shut-eye for an hour. You drive and I'll swap over. But because the adrenaline had kicked in, we were both wide awake until we got halfway home. Then we started to get tired, which we pulled into a lay-by and we just got in the back seat and slept, since if anyone saw us, they wouldn't see us. 2 weeks have passed, and we've just lived our life as normal. We still have the occasional nightmare, but apart from that, nothing happens. I tried messaging my friend to see if he wanted to go for a drink at the pub, but he was not picking up his phone. So I just assumed that he was busy with his job or just busy with family. Until I got a message that same night from his number. So he asked me to call him, which I did. I picked up the phone, and this dark, deep, raspy voice said at the end of the phone, "You think you can get away. Your friend didn't get away, and now I am coming for you."